What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? You got the Texans shirt on. What's up? We got 5 new players in the draft. We ain't have any first round draft picks, which is kind of like sad, but I'll take Tunsil, you know what I'm saying, man. Glad we got his deal done. We got somebody locked up, you know what I'm saying. We got a little scared that Tunsil was going to walk away too, you know what I'm saying, man. We locked this on up. We're going to be straight. But anyway, we're not here to talk about who's getting locked up and who's getting paid. We're here to talk about the draft. So let's get right into it. Our first draft pick of the 2020 NFL draft was Ross Blaylock, defensive lineman from TCU. I love the pick. I love it, I love it, I love it. At the time, I'm not going to lie to you, I was looking at Delpit. I was like, get me Delpit. But after watching Blacklock's tape, his highlights, the dude is strong, fast, athletic. He going to get to the quarterback. He can blow up plays, disruptive. He's what you want in a defensive lineman, all right? So I really, 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 really love the pick now after watching the highlights. And then to hear his mother say, like, that he looks up to J.J. Watt, and he's already watching J.J. Watt's tape, and now you finna put him in the same room as J.J. Watt. Oh, my, the potential, boom. The kid can be great. He's been put in a great situation. Because I feel like anytime you put a player that's already good, they're good at what they do, and they're already dominating at their level, and you go and you put them in a room with somebody who's great, all-time, generational talent, that just elevates them, and just the potential for Blacklock is high, and I'm just excited to see what he brings to the team. Our next pick in the draft was Jonathan Grenard, linebacker, Florida. Good player, you know what I'm saying? I liked what I saw from the tape. Definitely around the ball, right place, right time kind of player, you know what I'm saying? Looks like the man knows how to force a fumble. If you can bring that with him into the league, that would be huge. That would be great. He doesn't have the best pass rush moves in terms of getting to the quarterback, but somehow, some way he gets there. He's around the ball, like I said. He knows how to force fumbles, and he's disruptive. Like, I don't know how he's doing it. Like, I'm watching him play in the highlights. It's like, okay, he's not doing those special to get there, but he's getting there, and he's affecting the play and affecting the game. And I just love that. I feel like that's definitely something that we can throw into the mix. Maybe start him off as a rotational rusher, and then build him up, and then he'll find. I feel like really, if he finds some pass rush moves, he's fine. Like, teach him a little, and he's fine. You know what I'm saying, man? So I like that pick. The next pick was Charlie Heck, offensive lineman, North Carolina. He's cool. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, he doesn't have to start, and that's the saving grace. Like, if Charlie Heck had to start, like, as soon as he got to Houston, I'd be worried. But, considering the fact that we just locked up Tunsil, we got Howard. Sharping has been very good. Nick Martin's cool. And Jack Fulton's cool for right now. You know what I'm saying, man? I feel like our offensive line is built in a way that you can sit Charlie Heck and he can learn from some of those guys and get better. And maybe in year 2, you replace somebody like Fulton who's older and might start to regress, you know what I'm saying, man? But, like, he's a run blocker to me. Like, from what I saw, he can get out, stop the run. His pass blocking is decent. It's not great. I wouldn't trust him to hold a block forever and let Deshaun just sit there, you know what I'm saying? But, potential is there. I feel like he could grow. Like I said, his saving grace is he doesn't have to start right away. Because if he had to start right away, I would have a very, very, very different opinion of this pick. But because he does not have to start right away, I'm cool with it. And I'm gonna just let it see where it goes. I'm not gonna say nothing too crazy about it. You know what I'm saying, man? Because as we've seen, you need an offensive line. Like, you can't ever let that lag down. Like, I don't care, like, how good you are. I feel like in the NFL, you can't ever let your offensive line lag behind. You better take offensive lineman every draft, because you can't let that just fall behind, because then that ruins your entire offense, honestly. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next pick, which was John Reed, cornerback, Penn State. He's definitely going to help the secondary. He's going to build to it. John Reed is fast. He's going to make a play on the ball, and he can tackle. Now, I'm not going to put him up against, like, a Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, or DeAndre Hopkins, you feel me? But, in the slot, maybe covering a 4th receiver, 3rd receiver, he's cool, you know what I'm saying? He's fast enough to keep up with them. And since he's fast enough to keep up with them, he's in a position to make a play on the ball, you know what I'm saying? He's another right place, right time player, too. Like Jonathan Grenard, from what I saw in his highlights, he was where he needed to be to make a play. So somebody overthrows it. Oh, John Reed is here, interception. Or John Reed is able to force a fumble here. So I feel like he will make an impact. I feel like he does have the potential to grow. I feel like just putting him around somebody like Bradley Roby or Gary on Conley and Gary on sitting there and be like, all right, John, do such and such thing, or Bradley Roby be like, hey man, come do such and such thing. I feel like they can just really learn and build together, and I feel like we're getting a very deep secondary room. Although we don't have like this great lockdown corner, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the way the secondary is working, like if we work together and they help and build and mold each other, that's a pretty solid secondary, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what the idea of that pick was. Um and then for our final pick, we picked Isaiah Coulter, wide receiver, Rhode Island. Let me get some water real quick. Hydration is key, man. Anyway, Isaiah Coulter, wide receiver, Rhode Island. I love the pick. You know why I love the pick? Isaiah Coulter is fast. Isaiah Coulter is tall. Isaiah Coulter goes up and catches everything. Isaiah Coulter did not have a problem getting open. Alright, now let's keep these four things in mind. Now the one knock on Isaiah Coulter is he played for Rhode Island, so he's not going against like SEC type corners. He's not going against Big Ten type corners. He's not going against the Akudas of the world, the Fultons of the world. You know what I'm saying? But he still showed the ability to go up and catch anything that was thrown to him. He's fast. But at the same time, he didn't have the best quarterback play ever. Like, no disrespect to whoever's the quarterback at Rhode Island, but I promise you, he's not holding a candle to Deshaun Watson. So, now we're putting Isaiah Coulter, who already showed he has something. He has something. There's a lot there. Now we're putting him in a position with a better quarterback. He can learn from Will Fuller. You know who Will Fuller learned from? DeAndre Hopkins. All right, cool. Brandon Cooks is there. Brandon Cooks can also teach him. Kenny Stills can teach him the potential. The thing about the Texans and receivers, and the thing that's been going on with Texans lately, is people have been coming into the organization, and something's been going wrong between them and Bill O'Brien. There's been some kind of issue, and that derails their career. Bill. Don't do this with Isaiah Coulter, please. Please. Look. Isaiah, look. Go in there, smile, shake Bill's hand, make him feel like he's the president of the world, make him feel good. Because the potential that's there. Catches everything, fast, tall. Great. Have him put on some weight. I love the pick because of what can be there. Of course, he's gonna have to prove himself. I feel like he can make an impact depth-wise on the team already, but potentially what he can be if we work with him and we really pour into him and he gets the proper help and the proper attention that he deserves. That Isaiah Coulter pick is a great pick, and I'm really excited for what he could possibly be. But yeah, man, that's the Texans draft. It's not one of those real flashy drafts. It's not how the Cowboys drafted or how the Ravens drafted. You know what I'm saying? Because those teams were like able to draft best player of. Well, I'm not really sure the Cowboys were able to draft best player available. I think Jerry Jones just said that's what we doing. And the Ravens, okay, the Ravens of course had that luxury, but because of what happened in the off season with us, we didn't really have that like opportunity to be like, all right, we're gonna draft best player available. You know what I'm saying? This was a you check box X, Y, and Z for us. So we're gonna draft you. I don't care who on the board right now is better than you and what their ceiling is and what they're gonna do. You check these boxes for the Houston Texans, and that's why you're about to be a Houston Texan. And there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like honestly the draft came out really well, and like I said, there's a lot of potential here, and I'm excited to see what this team is going to be moving forward. The fact of the matter is, DeAndre Hopkins is gone. He's not coming back. Jadeveon Clowney is gone. He's not coming back. Kareem Jackson is gone and not coming back. Like a lot of people who made those Texans teams good and contenders are gone and they're not coming back. You know what I'm saying, man? Unless there's a miracle and Bill leaves and DeAndre's like, I'll come back, and Clay's like, I'll come back. But pipe dreams. We're focusing on here and now, what's happening currently. This is our team. Depth wise, I feel like we're good. There's potential there, and I'm just excited to see what can happen. Y'all go ahead and drop down in the comments. Let me know how you feeling about the Texans draft. What you feel about the potential, and just what you think is really gonna happen with this team. But hey man, say man, hope you enjoyed this video. Like this video, share this video, and comments, video, subscribe to the channel. 11 the channel year 2020, all 2020. Y'all stay safe out here. Keep washing y'all's hands. I know we loosening things up around here, but just because the world is kind of opening back up, realize that COVID-19 does not care anything about that. Be safe, be educated, stay icy. God above all else, dexterity is out.